This report is from today's CNBC Daily Open, our new, international markets newsletter. CNBC Daily Open brings investors up to speed on everything they need to know, no matter where they are. Like what you see, you can subscribe here. Step aside stocks. Bitcoin briefly topped $42,000 Monday, hitting its highest level in more than a year. The world's largest cryptocurrency was lifted by hopes of approval for a Bitcoin exchange-traded fund and growing bets on U.S. interest rate cuts. Spot gold prices touched $2,100 an ounce, hitting a record high as investors rushed into the safe haven asset. Wall Street catches a breath. U.S. stocks markets slipped Monday, with investors questioning if markets climbed too fast, too soon following 5 straight weeks of gains. The Dow Jones Industrial Average inched 0.11% at close. The S&P 500 dropped 0.54% and the Nasdaq Composite slipped 0.84% amid a big tech shares sell-off. Asia-Pacific markets fell across the board, with Japan's Nikkei 225 down 1.4% and South Korea's Kospi off by 0.7%. Of airlines and DOJ after Alaska Airlines agreed to buy rival Hawaiian Airlines in a $1.9 billion deal Sunday. Many argue that the airline's executives may now spend many more months trying to convince regulators the acquisition should go ahead. This comes less than a year after the Justice Department sued to block JetBlue Airways' $3.8 billion cash acquisition of budget carrier Spirit Airlines. Big costs, bigger layoffs. Spotify said it was laying off 17% of its workforce, or about 1,500 employees, as it aims to reduce costs and adjust for a slowdown in growth. Shares of the music streaming service jumped more than 7% Monday. Software provider Twilio also said it would lay off roughly 5% of its workforce, or about 300 jobs, following underperformance of a unit that activist investors have targeted. Crime and Punishment. The Department of Justice announced Monday a major Swiss bank, Bank Pictet, had admitted to conspiring with U.S. taxpayers and others to hide over $5.6 billion from the Internal Revenue Service. The private banking division of the 218-year-old Pictet Group will pay about $122.9 million in restitution and penalties as part of an agreement with the prosecutors. Wall Street's new e-commerce darling. Wall Street analysts are betting big on one Chinese e-commerce giant, and it's not Alibaba. In fact, this firm has a current market capitalization of nearly $190 billion. Compared with Alibaba's $185.8 billion. Here's the full story. There has been much attention given to U.S. equity markets in the last 5 weeks, which is exactly how long Wall Street's weekly winning streak has been. Wall Street took a breather on Monday after a blowout rally in November, as big tech stocks that have done much of the heavy lifting fell. Digestion is the word of the day, said Tom Hainlin, senior investment strategist at U.S. Bank Asset Management, describing the mood during the session.